Sitting here with Jamie Oliver, not that Jamie Oliver, Jamie from the UK Subs, legendary punk rock band from England, also from legendary punk rock band from Canada, SNFU, and we're gonna chat with him about some shit. How do you
Ziezo.
Ziezo.
Yeah.
So that's a Dutch word. What does that mean?
In essence, it means job done. That's it. It's done.
Right.
And because the mission's been to have an album for every letter of the alphabet, and this is the last one, letter Z. So that's it. Finished.
Why is this the last one?
Well, it's the end of the alphabet. So you know, it's the end. That's what they set out to do in the first place, and that's it. Really, you know, there's no point in bringing any more out. 26 is enough. So I think we're just going to work on singles and EPs and everything. So everyone thinks, you know, when we announced it was going to be the last album, it was going to be the final UK Subs album, everybody was kind of going, oh, is that it? Are you going to be finishing touring? Are you going to be still travelling? Are you still, you know, are we still going to get to see you and everything? And we were saying, well, yeah, we're not. It's only the last album. We're not like quitting. It's nothing like that. So. But it's just we'll just be doing EPs and singles and that's it. But we'll carry on touring. So, the thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to put the ball in our own court, really, and release the last album exactly how we wanted to do it. You know, in terms of the artwork and everything like that, and in terms of the format, and have basically control of every single aspect of how it gets released, where it gets released, and it was a lot of fun as well because like we had people coming in the studio to watch us work and see how we do things and everything like that. And you know, me and Alvin were staying in a hotel close to the studio, so almost every day we'd go out for dinner with these guys that joined us in the studio. So that was fun. And we got them doing backing vocals. We got one guy playing the drums and got them doing like bits of percussion and shaking those little legs and stuff, you know. And yeah, it was just from beginning to end. It was just a lot of fun, and I'm really glad we did it.
So what about like lesser known projects? Like obviously the Subs have a huge cult following, and legendary bands, or even Canada's Protest the Hero had a super successful crowdfunding. If you're a new band and you know labels aren't taking chances on people, what do you think about new bands trying this platform? Like,
I think everybody should try it because it's in their interest. They get, you know, complete control, and not only that, they own the rights to their own music. Do you know what I mean? Like with a label, you got some cunt telling you you can't release your own fucking record. It's like, what? Fuck you, man. So I think it's in everybody's interest to actually try and connect with fans, trying to build and stay connected with the fans, and try and do it that way. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's much more beneficial to the actual band. And if you got a good relationship with your fans like we do, then you know, like you said earlier, people know what they're getting with the UK Subs. They know us. A lot of the people that come to the gigs know us personally because we hang out in the bar and go and fucking talk to everybody and stuff. And so if you can build that kind of rapport with the people that want to listen to your music, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, so in 2014 you also joined SNFU for several tours in Europe, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And recently you traveled to New York to work on some new material with those guys.
Did you just fart? Nice.
Hey, you want a beer, bro? So
fucking awesome. It was funny because that tour in Europe, like I flew into Frankfurt to meet the band a couple of days before the tour actually started, and he said, "You don't know what you let yourself in for, do you?" And I said, "No, not really." And he goes, "You're now playing in a band with a blind nudist, a deaf alcoholic, a one-legged former crack addict, and a toothless Chinese faggot." I was like, all right, cool. So, I'm English.
So awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy the fact that you started the Drum Chum blog and videos.
Yeah.
And you've gone as far as to put out a video about getting too wasted before you play a show and how you're a shithead. And the video I really liked was etiquette.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a couple questions, but I mean, because you play punk rock, is that an excuse to do a shitty job?
Not really. No, I don't think so. I mean, people are paying to come and see you play the music that they love, and if you can't even play it because too fucking wrapped up in your own bullshit, then you know that's just a disservice to them and to yourself. That's what I believe anyway. But
I mean,
originally, punk was about getting things changed. And it was a movement. It wasn't about just getting fucking drunk and being a cunt to everybody around you because that's punk rock.
Weren't you looking into some online courses and?
Yeah, I wanted to do a general science course with the Open University, which is like distance learning, so I could study on tour with a view to going into genetics.
Genetics.
Yeah. But the reality is, I'm just too fucking busy.
Right. But you know? If you can speak to that, I mean, like, what attracts you to genetics and science, and what makes you?
Just for me, the theory of evolution is just such a powerful theory, and the fact that it's got more evidence supporting it than gravity has, it just blows my mind. You know, and I think resources should be put into better education, because education is what I can't remember how the saying goes, but it's the most powerful tool in combating ridiculous ideas.
It is. Books you gotta read before you die. Do you have any books you could recommend to people?
The Bees of Knowledge by Barrington J. Bailey. Really cool. I've just started reading another Barrington J. Bailey book. It's a sci-fi about I've only just got into it, but it's basically about this these aliens that come down, and there's one of them becomes the King of England, and one of them takes over Brazil, and one takes over South Africa. And at the minute, they're sort of like, it looks like they're going to start making preparations to go to war.
So an alien dystopia.
Yeah.